Today, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tyrod Taylor and the Austin Armadillos versus Deshaun Watson and the Dublin Shamrocks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw is Taylor. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Watson, off play action. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. The numbers for Jones a week ago, he took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Watson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Watson on 3rd down. Touchdown! It's complete. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Shamrocks have taken a first-quarter lead. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Watson. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Caught on the right side by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zaven Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now Watson. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Boston's offense ready to go again. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A handoff right. It's Gore. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Taylor. Rolling to his right. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
First carry for James Conner. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Taylor.
He dumps this off underneath to Gore.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. What a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Watson.
Right back to Pitts again.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And his kick is indeed good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. Now Jones. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Watson now. From the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nash. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now on second down, this is Gore. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 30 on second down, Taylor. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff for Gore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Gore on the toss right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Now it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Armadillos are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Taylor on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Watson on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Watson on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Steps away. Finding some room at midfield. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Looking to throw. Watson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Austin's offense ready to go again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
On first down, it's Taylor. A dump off here for Gore. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Taylor on first down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. Over the middle, it's Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Taylor. They go with a screen to Gore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now it's Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Austin, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.